I feel like on a box, going
Should be easy enough.
committing to that motion.
Got it. Just go fast.
Just go fast. But I guess I'm like, what's in my mind is like sticking.
Uh-huh.
And like sticking, doing this motion, and just like.
Yeah, you be coming backwards.
Not back.
Oh,
dude, back to you
back,
is so sick.
back
Back lip. Yeah.
Those
That
are-
would be.
All right, hang on.
I got a funny story about
Skatosis 153. Right?
One.
Yeah.
You always ask me.
153.
No, it's 154.
No, we just did 152. Skatosis 154, just in case.
We'll use one of them. Welcome back, everyone, to Skatosis, the only podcast. I'm Aaron Monty.
The only podcast. Oh, welcome back, everybody, to another episode of Skatosis. I'm Drew Domkis.
Aaron Monty.
And we're here at Aaron's place in Oshkosh, his new house. And he's got this lovely display of boards behind us, which I thought was kind of fun to have in the background. Hopefully you can see it all right. I got my board next to me. We're getting ready to go skate in Green Bay at a place called G.B.A.S.O.
Yes.
Green Bay Action Sports Organization.
Yes,
Right?
well done.
Thank
Wait, actions.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
G.B.A.S.O.
It's not skateboarding. Action
No, it's action sports.
Yeah,
because they got a climbing wall. They've got a lot of BMX dudes that come in and out of there.
I'm always stoked on going there for the climbing wall.
Yeah, you did it last. I
should
filmed
get
you
into
climb
climbing.
it. Do it.
I know today I'm like, I want
I'll
to film
you
again.
On the
level 3.
Deathlands. Ooh.
Ooh. I'm going to come right down on you.
You're going to join like the whole climbing communities?
Do you think they are progressively harder?
Oh yeah, I
as the
think
wall
so
goes?
because like look, the wall ends up like I think coming a little bit
It's
over you.
inverted,
And,
yeah.
There's different lines I would imagine. Why would you just put a whole wall of the simplest method? You know, somebody's going to want to make it more difficult.
Yeah, for sure.
Skateboarding.
Level
right?
3.
It's like stacking, you know.
Making harder
combo,
obstacles.
yeah, your harder obstacles in your line or whatnot.
Which, speaking of, that 7 stair, that thing is fucked up.
At
At
G.B.A.S.O?
G.B.A.S.O, yeah.
Are you doing something on it today?
No.
That we're
The
watching
first-
right now?
No, you're not gonna. I don't even know if I'm gonna ollie.
Yeah, what's your plan for today? You always have a big plan ahead of a skate trip.
Euro gap is really that's my only plan of like tricks on that.
All right, I'll do one or two.
Mm-hmm.
I'll do.
I think-
Maybe I'll try my shove up it, but
That's what I was thinking is back shove.
maybe I want to.
Yeah.
Man, I can do shoves, and I try and I start working on them, and it's like I pop too hard, and it takes me another hour to land a decent one.
I think at Cream.
Why are they so difficult? I can do simple ones, but if I'm really trying to pop distance, the board is like it's got wings or something. Just it's aerodynamic or something. It wants to flip around and
Always the ones that get crazy though, are you overthinking it?
always.
You
'cause
always
I'm
come
trying
back
to. I
and
want
it's just
to.
like so mellow.
Some of the ones I miss, I feel like I wish I would have landed. It would have been so awesome because like
It's
it
right
feels
there.
so big and
Yeah.
it feels so good. The ones that I do land, I'm covering a bunch of distance. So I mean, it's cool, but man, I just wish I could do them like.
I think from now
on
on
the
at
regular.
Cream City at the hip,
Yeah.
3 tries, and if it's not there,
And then
forget.
go.
Yeah.
Do you see how I was following Cody doing he was doing a hard flip and then I did a 180. I did like 4 or 5 180s in a row. Like it was no big deal popping
Yeah, that one.
I thought that was pretty cool, at least for me.
I mean, that one's for sure your go-to. If I think of clips of you skating at Oshkosh Park,
yeah, I'm gonna do a 180.
no comply back 180 out. Right when you came no comply
No
up on the
comply.
fun box on that tranny, and then back 180 out.
Yeah.
And then you also like 50'd up the like Euro gap.
Yeah.
That little one on the box.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yep.
You 50'd up that, ollied up, and then
a
back
180,
180
yeah.
off. Yeah.
And even the bump to bump, I did 180. There.
And the curb at Cream.
yeah.
50 back one.
Or like the 180 to back 50s. That's what I always do up on
Yeah.
a curve
Yeah,
or something.
yeah.
So yeah, for sure,
Yeah,
the back
back 180 is
180.
the go-to.
But it's off a hip. It's just a new one for me to feel comfortable on. So I thought that was pretty
I'd
cool.
like to see you do a back 180 down the stairs at Oshkosh. You've never skated. No, you've ollied them, right?
Which stairs? The one.
The 4.
The long stairs.
The long.
Like they're
Are
right
they
up
long?
right up against the bank. I
Yeah.
mean wide.
Yeah, wide. Wider stairs than.
Yeah,
the
maybe.
8 stair.
It's got a weird... I can't wait to go start skating Oshkosh again.
Yeah,
That's
for
gonna-
sure.
Right? I mean, it's 45 degrees. It feels like it should be hot and warm and sunny and no snow, but it's like all the snow is just melting everywhere.
Yeah,
Still mud bog.
we're very close though.
Yeah.
This is when I get the feeling waking up that I could go to the park today.
Yeah.
That's close.
Yeah, it's nice out right now.
We're still not
I mean,
doing it.
temperature-wise,
We're
it's like 45. It
going.
feels
it's
so
not bad.
awesome.
It's just like you can see like hills of snow still.
Right. No, so we're doing G.B.A.S.O today, but then we're doing Cream City for your birthday next weekend.
Yes.
Right?
My birthday's on
And-
Tuesday.
And then we're skipping a couple of weeks and coming back season 2, remember?
Yes.
Right.
Season 2 is fine. Season 1 is finally
We're finally
over.
going to wrap up season 1.
Wow.
150. Wait, so it'll be 153 and 154. Will be the end of the first season.
That's in the can.
Whole new look, branding.
That's
I'll
canon,
finally
right?
I'll finally have shirts.
We've just been waiting to get to this point. This was our limit. If
That
we
was-
could do
yeah.
154.
Yeah. Well, we did it. Almost.
Well, I guess this is a good transition.
If next week comes out, we did it.
This one is the one that gets delayed. This one gets held back. Shoutouts
Uh-oh.
right off the bat.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to give up the name because I don't know if he wants me to like say the name.
An anonymous shout out?
Anonymous shout out. A teacher at the school I'm working at
Yeah.
hit me, was just like, he always talks to me about podcasts 'cause
Okay.
he knows that's what I'm listening to.
Okay.
And then he asked me what's going on this weekend, and I told him that we record.
Yeah.
So, new fan.
Whoa.
Shout out that new fan. He's like, wow, 100. This is why I think it's 153, because I swear he's like, oh wow, you guys have 153. But then now you said like, is it 153? And I'm like, did he say 152?
Oh man, you have a
We're
phone.
so
Where's your
fucking
phone?
big.
Look
You
it
have
up. I'm recording.
I
I'm
don't
on
have
airplane
my phone.
mode.
Oh, I do have my phone.
All right, just go to skatosis.com and let's see what the latest one is. I
Oh,
think it's
man.
152.
Let's just figure it out right now.
That's what
but
I'm
I guess
saying.
shout out that teacher.
Right on.
The nicest dude and a new fan.
That's pretty cool though. And he's just looking for footage to see if you're like skating on the clock, skating at the school.
I don't even think he would care.
Well, even
He's
better,
like-
a bigger shout out.
He can be my lookout. Skatosis.
.com.
Oh, okay. I was gonna write episodes, dude. The other day,
And then
I
slash,
wrote.
or just go to the homepage. Let's see
I
what the
read.
latest one is.
I wrote a whole thing in Google that I
Mhm.
was gonna text you.
Yeah.
It was gonna be a text, and I was Googling it, and I'm like, "What the fuck am I
Typing in the
doing?"
wrong app.
I was so.
All right, so scroll down.
We didn't change the picture yet.
No,
All
we
right,
need a
that's-
better one.
No, we just took
152.
one.
Look at it. See? Where this is 153
153.
right now.
So I was right.
I was right. And he was wrong.
He probably said 150.
He probably said
opened
you're
up
about
the-
to do 153 is probably what he
Maybe-
said. You misheard him.
No, he definitely said, "Wow, you guys have 152 episodes."
We
It was
better-
152 for sure.
We better check with Steezus. He knows.
No, this last one was 152.
152. So we're on 153.
Oh my God.
gosh.
I'm so glad season 1's going to be over soon.
Right, and so then the end of season 2 will be
Season 2
300,
return-
308.
Yeah. Yeah, that math makes sense. We return, April 1st? That weekend.
It'll be the next week, so like the 6th or 7th.
Oh, yeah, you're still going.
Because, actually,
Yeah.
I don't even know the day of the week that I'm going. I just know the numbers.
Yeah.
23rd
But you're
to the 1st.
to the 1st, yeah.
Mhm. But it's cool. It'll be fun.
It's kind of rad. This kind of like lined up perfectly. We're both going to like southern tropical
Right.
places.
So we've talked prior about you taking your board, and I know now you've decided the SUR.
Yes.
And you're getting all this advice from Joe on when and where you should go, and you're looking at spots.
Yes.
And your question to me was, would I take my board on my Costa Rica trip? And I was flat out no.
Mm-hmm.
But I swear for the past couple of days, Dawn has been trying to be like, just want to make sure. Maybe you want to bring your board. I seen there's a little skate spot there. It's 2 little mini ramps. She's
She
like,
knows.
it's super janky. I'm like, I don't want to. I mean,
you
I'm
don't
not
even
gonna
want.
go.
You don't want to deal with it.
I don't want to deal with it because it's not just my board for me. It's like that. Am I going to take all my pads and skate shoes?
Mm-hmm.
And you know what I mean? Just to ride this little janky ramp for a couple of minutes. I mean, if anything,
I mean-
I'll do it in my Crocs that day there on a board.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
fine.
Sure. I was gonna say, or just like bring the board and like just do, because you
I don't
want a
even-
chill trip anyways.
Yeah,
You don't even want to
I
deal with
don't
it.
want to like stress on having a board with me. That just seems like an extra layer of like nonsense when I'm for maybe 10 minutes.
We've said this so many times before, and I had this idea yesterday about a completely separate issue.
Okay.
But me and Don are incredibly similar, and you and Joe are we're like complete opposites. Because this now,
That's why we get along.
Joe's just, I know the opposites.
See?
Joe's just like it's gonna be like a hassle. Like, do you want to like deal with that stuff?
I'm your Joe.
And mine,
Or
I'm like,
she's
I'm
your
gonna
Drew.
get the bug.
She's your Drew when I'm not around.
That's true. And Dawn is Aaron.
That's right. She would frown at that.
Well, it's on the show, so she'll never hear it.
I'll cut that part out. Where are we at? And I'll send it to her. I'll send her a
Timestamp
clip.
that.
Yeah. You know what's really cool though is with WhatsApp and like Wi-Fi is really way more prevalent down there. Is that her and I've been chit chatting every day, video chatting, like talking a lot. I was talking to her on the way down.
That's rad.
Yeah, so it's really
I guess
so
I
much
don't
different than
know-
when we first lived there.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I don't know what that's like because we were both with each other in Canada, but Canada was like that was the only time I
just being
experienced,
apart
like,
from each other?
Out of no, just being like out of country service wise.
Yeah, sure.
And understanding like, oh, my phone doesn't work.
Well, I just have her keep it in airplane mode, and then it only works when she's in Wi-Fi.
But I'm saying like the WhatsApp thing, like it's great now that you can use that, but
Yeah,
I've
for
never
sure.
experienced like the prior like you guys have of not being
Right.
and like me and Joe always go on trips together.
We used WhatsApp even back then. It just the signal down there wasn't as prevalent.
Sure.
So I mean, it's like as long as you got to it, like there would be like bars or whatever that would have Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
So like we'd find a spot, sit and get a drink, and then do whatever we needed to do.
And then 4 drinks later.
Yeah, right.
Wasted.
But yeah, so that's pretty chill. As long as she keeps an airplane. As soon as she takes it off airplane mode, and like any text that comes in are like $4 or something stupid
wow.
each. Yeah, so like
Yeah.
if you don't have that international plan, but
Yeah, when we went to Canada, that was just like as simple as us saying like we're going like international, but we like didn't call the phone companies at all.
nah.
And it was just like you're not on that grid anymore and you don't have service.
Actually, that's a really interesting topic that I've never really considered until now because I don't travel that much out of the country. But all these skaters that go on all these trips at the AM level, the pro level, whatever level, flow, hopping on a van or on a plane, going to all these different countries, and they're all almost like required to be doing their Instagram and their Facebook and whatever. Like, what is that situation like? I mean, do they all get this like? They all happen to get this international plan. Is that covered by your sponsors? You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like that.
Yeah.
That would be like if you're.
I think
if
on
you're
a trip
skater,
like that, wouldn't that be like the lowest cost thing?
I'm just saying, who covers that? Is that
Yeah.
something like all of a sudden, like if you're gonna be this skater, you got to consider this international plan? I mean, it's not. I mean,
But
they're
then
like
there's
$10
also
a day.
Yeah.
For
There's
these,
also like Wes Kramer who like
doesn't even. Yeah, he doesn't barely has a flip phone.
yeah.
So I mean, I don't know.
But still
I would
a
like
fucking
to.
G.
I would like to
still the best
ask
dude
that
ever.
kind of thing though to anybody out there that does a lot of traveling for skateboarding. How do you handle that? I don't
Yeah.
know. Maybe it's just Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
Maybe there's enough out there where
And
you
the
don't have to
WhatsApp.
worry
I
about
mean,
it.
maybe it's as easy as that.
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
Well, as long as you have a signal and you have an
use
account.
it. Or I guess like Facebook, like
Well,
multiple-
Facebook bought WhatsApp and they own Instagram, so really you're communicating through Facebook.
Yeah. And then who is Facebook?
But if you
owned by?
don't have Wi-Fi and you're using the data of that country, you know, are you just getting a SIM card for the day? Are you like, you know what I mean? Do you have an unlocked phone? Are you getting the international plan? I wonder what. I mean, I don't know. I've never considered that until just now.
And we're gonna kind of be like when you go, we're gonna be kind of like off the grid.
Well, I'll be on Wi-Fi.
Yeah, but I'm like it's
the-
not like we're gonna be recording like through like Skype or something. You know what I mean?
Well, we don't. We could be doing Skype shows all the time, but I
Yeah.
always hate the quality of the sound, and I hate when people start sounding digital.
Yeah.
And then I hate when the person that's talking digital doesn't realize it, but you
I've
hear
heard
it.
a few where they say like the next episode because they have like producers and stuff on it. They say like the next episode that like that one was Skype and like
Yeah.
we did everything to distort it to not.
Oh, you can try to play around with it,
Yeah.
but it's like it's the connectivity on either end that can just, you know,
Be a
signals
bummer.
can dip.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden you just sound like, and then it picks back up and it's fine, but it's like, you'll never
And
get
you're
that
also
back.
going like program to program and like
Yeah,
getting the sound.
so many. Yeah, there's so many reasons
Yeah.
why I don't like it. That's why at least recording on the phone like this sounds better than us trying to do it over the phone. You know?
Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure.
There's a way
We
if you
did
want to
get
get
some-
if you want to get podcast nerdy, you can actually record two separate sides of a conversation like this while we're talking through Skype on headphones. Mm-hmm. So like, but we're only recording. You know, we can both record clean sides and mash them together.
Sure.
I've done that
Both
before.
recording the audio.
Yeah, so that
Yeah.
you get clean halves instead of one digital half.
This is almost this is like
Double
you
ender.
taking your board to Costa Rica. I'm like, this is more of a pain than I want.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it all depends.
Yeah.
You know how fancy we want to be.
Yeah.
You know, it doesn't need to be fancy. That's all. Like podcasting can be super simple.
Well, it's great that
Just like
our
skateboarding,
season
dude.
came to an end at the perfect time.
Oh, dude, we planned this years ago.
Almost 4 years in the making.
We were talking about so many skate parts before we started to record the show that now it's like we're just going to rehash some of the stuff we talked about. Did we talk about green at all? Because that was probably my favorite part, and the Wrecking Crew, or like probably my two favorite things this past 7 days.
I couldn't remember if we brought up Wrecking Crew last week. It was during...
Right.
Was that all mumbled?
It sounded a little mumbled. I'm not sure. It might have been last week, but did we talk about it? I don't even know. We talked about too many things on and off the air.
I remember saying my new favorite crew, and I feel like, didn't you say what about the Barn Burner
I think
crew?
you wrote that in the message board. I think that was during the week.
Okay, and
but
we were
for
for
sure though, that green one from America came out.
Yes,
and that one was pretty awesome because it highlighted Dakota Servold, right?
Yep.
And John Dixon.
And it was John Dixon. It was like they were gonna put out his shoe,
right?
And then it got like pushed with like the video.
But I'm saying the video featured those two guys, and then it was scattered with so many people on that team, dude.
Yeah, for
Eric
sure.
Winkowski.
Eric Winkowski.
Yeah, shout out, Eric.
I was gonna bring that.
Dude,
tree trick.
He had two tricks in there. One was like a Bertelsmann on like a weird sculpture, but then a front side. It was like it was like a bean plant, I believe.
Yeah.
Because it was front side, but it almost was like a Frigidaire.
Did he switch feet? Was it?
I have to look at it again, but I know he went front side through a tree V and back into the bowl.
That looks
that was so cool. He's still. I'll definitely claim favorite skater.
Yeah, for sure.
For sure.
If there was
so many good
Rushmore,
ones.
it would just be his giant head.
My favorite team though now has got to be. I mean, still Santa Cruz, just because with him and Wooten. They cover the gamut of what I want to see.
And Mario McCoy.
And McCoy, so good. So, like, just seeing... They fulfill all my skateboarding needs.
You asked me if I saw the pushing... no pushing
No
lines.
push lines through Bronson.
Yeah.
That's
saw
a smart,
with
marketing thing because it's all about the bearings.
Yeah, and those bearings are the best. We both claim that.
Listen, all four...
That just woke up Jack.
How long have I been running these? Since I went to Colorado.
Years. Yeah.
When I skated with James in Colorado.
2-3 years,
because that was
maybe?
the very first day I did. So yeah, it's got to be 2 years.
I think that's what I'm rolling on too.
And they sound like they're brand new. They ride brand new.
And I kind of went, and those are the
Bronson.
Those are the G2.
You don't even need a sponsorship from Bronson.
Or the Raws. Those sound like those fucking go.
I think
they're
these
like
are the G3s.
Did you get G3s or G2s?
Oh, I don't know. Were there any G3s then?
Yeah, they had. I don't know.
It's hard to be. It's hard to have Bronson
one.
as a sponsor because you only need their product once.
I'll take some shirts and hats. I'll take other shit.
You know what I mean?
They got like, you know what I fucking love about Bronson? And like some people were like saying it was whack. Those jerseys they made.
Yeah.
With like, dude, those were fucking sick.
You like them?
Yes, and AOS skateboarding out in Milwaukee, like sponsors Jake and all the dudes.
Right.
They made jerseys for all the dudes. Those are fucking tight.
Weren't they hooking Hans up too?
Happy
birthday! That's my shout out for the week. Is Hans
hell yeah.
Bramhurst? It's his birthday yesterday or 2 days ago.
Hans. They were hooking up Drew.
I was just thinking of Hans because he's in Hawaii now, and he just put out that little clip on his birthday.
Joe didn't believe me. What's it called?
What?
The Big Island?
Yeah, well, that's not the official name, but it is the biggest of the islands.
Okay, and like that's
that one is called
what
Hawaii.
Hans said when he like told us, right?
I think that's the island he's on.
Yeah. I told Joe that, and she would not believe me. She's like, "You're making that up." And I'm like, "That's what people call it." No, Big Island.
Oh.
She's like, "It's not called Big Island." I'm like,
they do call it. It's like the Big Apple.
Oh.
That's not an apple.
That's a great. Wait, it's not.
It's not.
It's not a giant.
But no,
apple?
I believe the main island is called Hawaii.
Is there
in
a
the
giant
Hawaiian chain? I believe. Maybe I sound like an idiot. I'm not positive, but I've been to Maui and I've been to Kauai. But you have to land on the first island, which where the airport is, the big one.
But yeah, that's janky as fuck.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
But man, you look at some of these other videos where, like, who just put that edit out? Was it Red Bull with CJ Collins, Chris Russell, Alex Regente, and they're all in the North Shore of Oahu. I believe that's the island they were on.
Yeah.
And dude, there's so many cool looking spots. Like people have like really nice.
But it's all like, again, it's kind of like spots in Australia where it's like you climb up a hill
Yeah.
in the field,
Yeah.
and there's a dirty bowl.
There was 2 bowls next to each other in that
dude,
one spot.
that spot was insane.
That was
and also,
crazy.
I was stoked on CJ Collins. Like, we've seen him grow up.
He's looking
in front of
weird.
our
Like his
eyes.
face is getting like
fully adult,
teenager.
but like he's become the dude.
He's an adult. He's like 16, maybe. He's not even 17.
All right,
I'm
turning
just-
into an adult.
That's what I'm saying. You
Yeah.
can see this transformation.
But he's becoming the dude that like Alex Agente, like
Yeah.
Pedro, like Chris Russell.
Yeah.
He's the dude you want on these trips.
Oh, for sure.
These bowl trips,
He's
get
so
him in that
good.
mix.
Any bowl, he comes in with those back nose blinds.
And that dusty bowl they went in,
Yeah.
back air, like the first
So
trick
good.
out of there, just huge.
Or when he does those like over the hip, it's like a varial heel flip.
Yeah.
But it's like the board hardly flips around, but his body, because of the way he's coming in.
He also really dips those.
So
like
good.
he can dip, like he does his
Dude.
kickflips in.
Speaking of dips, holy crap! I know you just started dipping your front Smiths, but
Barely.
that what was it? The Shane O'Neill part.
Oh, extra bits.
Holy smokes! The one where he goes up and it's that bank to bench at the school, and he comes up to
bench.
like nose crook and switch flips out, and the switch flip out was so dipped. You know it. I know you know.
Yeah,
I saw
yeah,
experienced guys talking about it, but my gosh, to be like,
Okay, I did see
because
that
he came out
experience.
so flipped out, like it was. He's going up the bank, front nose.
Oh, I do know what you're
Front
talking about.
nose
When
crook,
they said, did he
switch-
bring the bench?
Yes.
Yes, dude.
But it was front nose crook to just switch flip out.
Switch crook.
No, front nose crook to switch flip out because he's going this way and
Yeah,
then
but
all
he
of a sudden he
tray
flipped out.
crooked in.
No, he
Yeah, he did. It was Trey Crook.
Trey crook?
Yeah,
Are
flip
you sure
out.
it was Trey up that?
Yeah, dog.
I'm just talking about the switch flip out. The way that he flipped it and it dipped perfect with the bank.
I mean, Trey flip. If you took any parts of that trick,
Yeah.
crook flip out,
Yeah.
or Trey crook.
I blacked out on the Trey part. It was so good.
I mean, watching the experience again, but like,
I'll have to look at it again because I didn't think it was a Trey to crook. Mm-hmm. And then he kind of just like pushed the crook, like he just kind of like shoved it a little.
yeah, he powered through that.
But it's the switch flip that came out of that just looks so natural and it looks so crazy dipped.
Incredible.
Yeah.
All of his tricks too.
That's the dip of the
I
week.
mean, once again, that's good. Last week was me.
Yeah.
He's getting so good.
Shout out Shane O'Neill.
Shout out Shane. We can't do shout outs again. Last week was
Somebody was there.
him being able to dip one trick, and we talked about this last week off the show.
Yeah.
Him being able to turn 20, 30 degrees
Yeah.
to then turn it into like a switch crook. Like the amount of little bit of turn he can do to do a completely different trick.
Oh yeah.
It's like
No,
I've
that
never.
was
He's
cool.
the best.
I like the part where it was him as a kid and then him doing the same trick in the same spot.
Yes, yeah,
That was
with
cool.
Lewis.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that was
Shout
just
out
cool
Lewis,
to see
that
him.
one.
Yeah, that's right. Dude, I
Fuck.
wish I was way more into skateboarding when Lewis was around. He
Yeah.
seemed like way my type of dude. Not that I could skate like him.
Yeah.
But the vibe.
He was.
had
I
such
remember
a cool
him
vibe.
being like. I remember watching him in like almost round 3, and just like the chillest dude. He just seemed like.
Yeah, I
he
looked
was
at.
the
I loved his the sound systems he made on the bikes with the boom boxes. You
Oh,
ever see
yeah,
those?
yeah.
You're just riding around. It's just a big sound system. That's
Him
cool stuff. I want to
and-
make one of those.
Him
just
and
for the
Shane
farm.
Cross. I remember those two dudes when they died. It was like because Shane Cross was like everyone, and like it was kind of the same circles. Like he was friends with Lewis and like an Australian
Yeah,
dude,
yeah.
but like it was just like the chillest dudes ever.
Yeah.
The dudes that were like the nicest and like. It's just unfortunate. But that's.
Unfortunate.
I mean, it's great to see footage of him.
I know.
You get to remember him again.
For sure. I mean, in a brand new clip, you see him doing tricks. That's awesome. Love that.
Way ahead of his time.
So,
but
yeah.
Shane too. Like he's been good forever.
Dude, that part was so good. What were we talking about though? Sargente and Russell
Yes.
in
In
Hawaii.
that Red Bull edit. Yeah.
Dude, just watching them crush that demo together.
Yeah.
Can you imagine just being there, maybe not knowing about it, but just seeing these 3 dudes just come through and just crush that place? Like, I hope that we get some demos this year.
Yeah.
We haven't been to a good demo in probably 2+ years.
Yeah. But also like
I just wanna
have you
see pros.
Have you seen a lot of demo tours? Like tour videos? Not really.
No, that's what but I mean, they're going on tours. They're doing stuff. Everybody's putting
Yeah,
out
but
their bits.
but all the
they're putting
tour
them out all the
videos,
time. But I'm
like-
saying they're putting them out all the time on the web.
Yeah, but all the tour videos are like Barcelona and
Yeah,
stuff. Like
yeah.
I haven't seen a tour video.
Like a Midwest tour.
Yeah. I haven't seen a
Yeah.
Midwest because like even like I think like the America went on tour and it was like it like reached all the way to Nevada.
Sure. That's
So,
all.
like,
I
they're
just want to
doing,
see somebody come through Cream City this year.
Yeah.
I want to see somebody crush the bull. I just
I
want
don't
to see
know if
people.
it's been years.
I know. I'm longing for something, for some team
Was
to
the
come
last
through.
one Birdhouse?
Either Birdhouse or when Creature came through.
Oh yeah, but that was like.
They had the Larb Fest. That's always somewhat. People coming through.
Yeah.
But I mean, I'm just saying it's been a little while.
Yeah. Was it just the Creature thing? They were doing a demo, or were they just skating the
No,
park?
they were just cruising through. They were going somewhere else.
Okay, because we just saw.
They've got a
that one
Milwaukee.
wasn't even like.
No, they've got a Milwaukee connection. And so.
I think the last one was Birdhouse. Oh my God, Jax is directly behind the camera. That was the cutest thing ever. But Tony Hawk, I mean, that was 4 years ago?
I don't know, man.
Probably
These years
summer.
are flying by, so
Yeah.
it's hard to say.
That was when we met Tony. Or I met Tony. Second time you meeting Tony.
Yeah,
He did that Blunt Vegas.
gnarly stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But
That was with the... Dude,
forgot
that
to
was
look
with
at
the
the
old
message board.
bowl.
I know that was the old bowl in the other room. Yeah, so that's really been a while. So when they rebuilt it, though, that's when we saw Creature come through for sure.
I wouldn't call that a demo.
Didn't they
but-
do the Final Flare? Didn't they do something like that? Somebody came through for that, I thought.
That was probably before...
I've got pictures.
Oh, we did go to that.
Yeah, I definitely...
I think that was before
I try to take
Birdhouse.
pictures with pros, and so I've got a bunch of those together, so it's always kind of fun to have a memory from that day.
Oh, I remember.
Remember Day
that,
One
too.
came through? That was, I think, part of that? Remember they had I don't know.
No, he wouldn't have been on the Kai.
No, I'm just saying he came through for something else. He was there with somebody. He wasn't there with Birdhouse or Creature. So, I mean, there've been a few things, but it's been a while.
I think that was when you went. I don't think I ever saw Day One.
I seen
I
him
don't think
shred
I've ever
that what's the portable one? The goat ramp.
Oh,
I
yeah.
seen him skate that. That was cool.
Yeah, that was a demo you went to with
Mm-hmm.
that. So that had to be like plus 6 years.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess so.
Holy
Yeah, that was
shit.
way before we started doing the show.
Yeah.
So, I remember Dawn picked me up and dropped me off.
Yeah, I've never seen Day One.
I didn't even skate. I didn't even take my board. I just wanted to watch.
I mean, that's kind of what you were talking about. This Red Bull thing is like, can you imagine just like showing up, and then you turn into this?
I know.
You're just like, now I'm obsessed. This
Yeah.
is so fucking rad.
Totally. I mean, I just know as a kid, we had our shop that was not Val Surf. Ours was called. Oh man, what was the name of the shop now? I can't think of it. But anyways, they would bring in like the Bones Brigade, or Powell would come in and they'd set up a half pipe, and like I'd be watching Caballero and Tony Hawk and all the
But
dudes
also, you
ripping.
were in California.
Yeah.
And it was the 80s.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
so
yeah.
like,
80,
and even
yeah.
like if this was like 2004, I'd be like, oh, I can see a demo coming. But it's just
it was such a big deal. I just remember those days as so awesome. Like the ramp was so big.
I feel like after 2010, the entire game changed, and now it's like, I mean, we saw a few after, obviously, but like, it went way down. Like, I went to my parents' house the other day.
Shop that I used to go to though.
I went to my parents' house the other day to get that picture of me, and
We should show that picture. I'm gonna take the camera down. I'm gonna take a picture
I
of it.
have like 4 or 5 framed posters of like tours and like signatures. So like, I had to have been going like every year.
Yeah, well, I mean, of course. Why wouldn't you?
Yeah.
I mean, you look
So
forward
like
to
it
that kind
just
of
like
stuff.
so like after.
It's cool to have that photo, though. To be honest, of yourself. Like I don't really have photos of me skating as a kid or younger at all. Like I only started getting photos and video after I started taking them.
Yeah.
You know, there was no skater friend as a kid that had the camera.
This is just like
My camera friend did not skate, so it was always like he'd be off doing whatever.
Yeah.
Like
This is just me again, like hating my own stuff. That I'm just like bummed on it because
Yeah.
even you're stoked on it.
Yeah, totally. I
Yeah.
think that's a pretty awesome photo.
It's also like it feels like not self-fulfilling. It feels like self-gratifying that like it says my name on it too.
It's cool.
And
I think it's pretty
to
cool.
me it's like hanging a photo of yourself, and
That's
it's
what you
like,
did.
oh god.
Yeah, but you work on your Instagram clips all obsessively. Like you're all about you.
Yeah, but I don't see my face. I don't see my face, and I see my feet, and I'm like,
Is that why you're always going so close?
Yeah.
I like seeing the whole person.
and like the strobe at it, right?
Yeah. Which one?
Really love where it's face,
Uh-huh.
like the person's rolling up, face.
What does that say? Why? You've been stopped automatically.
Oh, Jax, he stopped recording.
No, that was weird. It's not
Remember
29 minutes, is it? Oh, it is. Damn.
29 minutes?
29 minutes on that
Oh.
already.
Well, that's all. I mean, great time to.
I know. What were we just saying?
Fuck. That camera really fucked us. What were we just talking about?
Oh man, how could we lose that much in 2
man.
seconds?
We were talking about that photo of me. We were talking about close-up angles. Strobe.
Oh yeah, Strobeck.
I like the face.
Come on.
The face, and then like full feet. Right? You're like face, and then rolling up.
During
And
like
then right
the
when they
roll-up.
pop, you're like down at the bottom.
I don't like only see. Although I don't mind seeing that if I've got the other angles.
Uh-huh.
Somebody was telling me that they dig like the multi angles that I put together.
Oh, talking about that was the point I wanted to bring up about green. Wait, did we get into it? Or we just kind of
we
touched
grazed
on
it.
Yeah. I wanted
Because we started talking about Winkowski. And that's all you need to know.
Yeah. I totally even because those two like Dakota's and John's
Dude,
insane.
so many tricks. I want to go back and count how many tricks are in Dakota's
I felt
part.
like the angles, the other angles they gave me on tricks, I wanted, it was like every clip after that, I'm like, no, I want the other angle of that one.
They actually, a few of those tricks, I saw 3 angles.
Yeah, but it was like such a weird thing to get 3. It felt like to me such weird things to get 3 angles of, and then I saw like Dakota doing like a crook
and
down
they
a
only
king.
show the one.
They show the one, and I'm like, no, I want like a fish shot. I want like up in it.
Right.
And like one, I remember John Dixon's. He did one like over a rail, not the one we're thinking of.
Yeah.
Into the
At the end.
Yeah, his ender. But they showed one him like doing a trick into a bang.
Yeah.
And showed like on top of the roof, and then just like pan down, and I'm like, that's the only angle I get.
I agree. There were a few like that where they could have not shown multiples. A third option on some tricks.
And I remember the next one.
He's like,
this is going so
he's
well
like, I
in the
hate
studio.
skateboarding talk, is what he said.
Yeah, he doesn't. He can make the noise. He doesn't like when other people make the noise.
That's funny.
But Green was incredible.
Yeah.
It's unfortunate that just like Shane's, that we can talk about it, but it's still just like a flash in the pan. It like all of this goes by so quick.
But so is that the first America video without Reynolds?
Yeah, but it had a lot of people on the team that weren't. Because Reynolds isn't on anymore.
That's what I'm saying.
That's right.
This is the first one
Did it
without
have
him.
the whole team? It might have had the whole team.
Dude, there was
Spanky,
like 20 people.
Figgy,
yeah. And those guys, I mean, there was a lot of good skateboarding in that. That's like one of the only skateboarder owned run shoe companies, is that right?
Is it still
Or
though?
Fallen, or aren't they coming back? I don't know.
Yeah, Fallen
I'm
came
saying,
back.
does anybody own America?
I don't know what the deal is with America anymore.
Where's our spreadsheet? Our Venn diagram
the
of all the
Spot the Looney papers?
Yeah, come on.
Yeah.
That's what they should be called. We need breakouts of who owns who. And then it needs to be broken out by
Like
the
the
writers.
Pentagon papers?
Then all the Venn diagram of the writers per team and how they overlap. And then we need to zoom in a little closer to get all of their tricks.
You need to zoom. So this isn't
zoom in.
This isn't a paper. This is
it's a really big paper.
It's like the Matrix.
Well, yeah, because there's so many forks. Because we got to know like skaters' tricks, their stances, their power ups.
This is like I saw Infinity War last night. Finally watched it.
Okay.
You know when they're
That's a
taking
good
the
one.
crystal out, and she's like in that
No, are
screen.
you spoiling it? Spoiling it? Like, spoiler alert?
It's on Netflix already. If you haven't seen it, go fuck yourself.
This has been Skatosis movie review.
She's like doing whatever on the computer. That's what we need. We need to like do this, and then it's like
dude.
creature links with this.
The king's sister. And,
Yes.
In,
it was a good
Wakanda.
video, but so many people talk about that Thanos was actually the good guy in that movie because he was like non-discriminating.
Depends on what you think of Mercy.
But like he was non-discriminately
killing.
killing. And I've always agreed with that.
Yeah, you might be a Thanos
Too many people
fan.
in this world. But watching that video, I've always thought that not watching it. I just talked about it last week with Kevin, and he's like, "Yeah, Thanos kind of is the good guy." I watched it. He's not the good guy.
No,
because that's his idea. I get
kills
it.
his daughter for a stone.
Yeah, the entire thing was for him. He kept saying he kept justifying of
who's bothering him?
I'm getting rid of these people, and I'm helping the planet.
Right.
But you just wanted to be alone.
Right.
You just wanted to kill people.
So he can be alone.
So fuck you, Thanos. Pretty good movie, though.
That's pretty good.
I will
did like
say,
it.
yeah.
There's a list of all the Avenger movies chronologically, how they should be, like where they slot in, not necessarily where they were released.
Kind of like Star Wars.
Yeah, I mean,
In
if you
the
watch
order.
them in the proper order, so
Yeah.
it's like, I don't know, it's a ton of them, but between like Disney Plus and Netflix and Prime, blah, blah, blah,
Mm-hmm.
I've been watching them all. And so I've just finished like Endgame.
Is Infinity War the last one?
No, there's
Endgame.
There's Endgame, and then there's also the next Spider-Man one.
I think Joe asked me, I love Spider-Man.
Dude, he was always my favorite.
Did you see Into
He's
the
a
Spider-Verse?
badass.
Did you see Into the Spider-Verse? The animated one?
No.
Hella good.
Is there
Maybe my
skateboarding in it?
favorite.
We gotta
I don't
get
think
back
so.
on topic,
I
because
think I
I'm
would-
losing myself here.
I think I would actually hate it if it had. I hate like goofy portrayals of skateboarding.
Oh my gosh, I saw, what was it? It was the Tony Hawk one where he's talking about all the skate parts in movies, and there was one that I had no idea was, and there dude's like doing a board slide and killing people down like it seemed like a Buffy the Vampire kind of thing, and somebody was doing it was in the dark, and the guy's doing a lip slide or something, but it was like, it was so ridiculously.
Did you see that
dramatic.
guy, that wrestler who uses a skateboard?
Yes.
Did you see like Mike Sinclair's been like posting every time he's out because he
No.
uses foundation boards?
Yeah, Foundation.
Yeah.
He was using Death Wish, I thought.
Oh, was he?
That's
I saw
what I
Mike
thought.
Sinclair
I
post
saw it
like
with the
3
Death Wish on.
videos because like last couple times
Yeah.
he's had foundation boards.
That's funny.
I think
He's
I
not
thought,
getting
like,
flow from Death Wish anymore.
Was the first one Death Wish?
I thought so.
No, I don't remember.
And I think I
thought
saw
he had
I
a
saw
friend.
a video on the guy talking about it because he was a skater.
Yeah,
Or is he's
I thought
always
like he had a
skater.
friend
He
through
still is a
foundation, and
skater,
I thought
think.
that's like how he was getting boards. Now I gotta look. Death Wish does sound right though. That the first one he used.
A whole new definition of a body burial. Get bodied.
True. Getting bodied. You get a
Speaking
whole
of-
other definition of getting bodied.
That's what I mean. So speaking of getting bodied, let's wrap this up and go skate.
Yeah, because that's what we're gonna do.
Let's go get bodied.
All right, the last thing I'll bring up.
Okay.
Joe sent me a TikTok because
Okay.
you know she's on it. She said, "Can you do this?" And it was a girl skater kickflip back D on the quarter. And I said,
Kickflip back.
I
D.
said, I can't even do the first part of that trick.
The back
I can't
D.
even back. So today for you, Joe, I will try over and over kickflip back D.
Where?
On the mini.
The mini ramp?
Of course. Not on the vert.
I can do
not
the
in
back
bowl.
D, but the kickflip. What if
You
I
gotta
can,
get
what if I can
kickflip.
do, what if I can do those, but I can't do regular kickflip?
I will take that as you doing a kickflip.
Really?
Yeah.
Even if
Because I think if you did that, you could do a kickflip on flat.
Remind me to try a couple today.
Okay. Try back D's.
I always think I'm gonna try.
I cannot get in every time back D's, you guys get me in letters. I can't
I love
turn.
it. I like a good back D because I think of it like a backside ollie, and then I just land and then come in.
Okay, maybe I gotta think. You know what I think? I think of it as I can like kind of backsmith, like ollie into a backsmith, but I can't turn that little bit to get to back D. I'm not comfortable.
Can you just do a
to
flat ground back 180?
Back one, yeah.
That's all I'm doing.
Yeah.
You just pop and do a back 180.
I'm just not comfortable. I guess committing to on. I just got to be on top.
It's-
And when she did the
backs
kickflip
are-
back D,
Backs are easier for me than the front.
yeah. I've always thought about trying kickflip front D.
Mm-hmm.
I just thought I'd pull my groin.
Yeah.
But dude,
But you
kickflip
do,
front
but
D
you do a
looks so
front D, no
sick.
problem.
No, yeah, front D I can do on anything.
Right.
Yeah.
And mega ramp.
I think, dude, that was the other thing. Joe brought up, and then Joe's like, I kind of want to be on the show. So usually when people, like, when I
You guys
say,
should record your own in Miami and send it to me.
oh, that'll be good. That'll be good. We've thought about recording.
That's funny.
So she said, of all the people, other people, like when I tell people at work I skate,
Yeah.
and like when she tells clients I work, it always feels like it's like he's rolling around. Is the like
Just
perception?
rolling.
Yeah, he's just
Sure.
rolling around. Like he's on it a few times. They're not seeing what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Joe was like, I thought skateboarding was like vert ramps and mega ramps. I thought that's what everyone skate. I'm like, why did you pick like the
Yeah.
gnarliest things? That's
There's
what you,
so many levels of
So
it.
she's so unimpressed by my
She doesn't
skating.
like your hippie jumps?
No, she could care less.
There's a guy that I used to work with, and I saw he posted like a memory of his from, I don't know, 5-6 years ago of him. Just looks like he's kick turning in his driveway.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, old man still got it or something like that. And I was like, are you kidding? I'm older than you. You know?
But you can kick turn.
I can't kick turn. But it's
That
funny
would've
though.
been funny
People
if you
think
could-
people
you
think
could
they're
kick
so
turn.
old when they're way younger.
Yeah.
It's all a state of mind.
Yeah, I'm old as fuck.
So let's get that old man.
Let's do it.
As in you. You're the old man.
I have 2 Band-Aids on right now.
I feel great, dude. So I've been doing leg presses. Let's just wrap this up with this leg press thing.
Let's wrap
I
this up with a bang.
started, I did 10 reps at 300, 10 reps at 320, and then I did 5 reps at 340.
Holy shit.
And I'm like, I'm feeling it in my ass a little
Are
bit.
you doing squats?
No, I'm on the leg press, pushing them up this way, and then I'm on the rowing machine, and I started doing rowing like a canoe on the machine, also like back and forth. But dude, so like, I'm sore from like the workout, but man, it helps my skateboarding because like each week I'm getting less and less hurt.
Do you not feel as sore after?
No, yeah,
Because your body's
unless I
conditioned.
really take a slam,
Yeah.
then I'm feeling pretty good. But I've been steadily working out, and I'm working on the legs a lot just because I don't want to miss. I hate getting hurt from pushing in the park.
Yeah.
So stupid.
That's such a bummer.
So stupid. But
That
the
slam-
rowing is such a good workout.
Yeah. That slam I had last week, my hip last night going to bed was the first day it didn't hurt sleeping on it.
Really?
So I remember like last night thinking, and I'm like, okay, I should be good for tomorrow.
Yeah.
It's been like blown up this whole week.
Crazy. Yeah, I just don't know. I mean, I would imagine this 340 is my personal best at reps, but I don't know how high I can go. I don't want to blow my legs out, but it's like each time I go, I go a little bit more. It's like a novice level. Like if you look on a scale, you know, obviously I'm not trying to like be bodybuilder, but it's like, it's pretty crazy. I never
got to that point.
I feel myself getting stronger with every time I go. So
that's again great for skating because like if you do slam too, you can like
the muscles are stronger.
Yeah.
They take a little bit more, and I don't know, man. I just want to keep on moving.
I think you can
as I get older,
450. But I think just like you gradually go
maybe
up.
just a 1.
Yeah, but I think with like if you're doing too much, I feel like what's good about working out is right away. Skating sometimes if you're doing too much, you don't realize it until later on.
But I'm doing full sets of reps. So I mean, if I was to just do one lift fresh, I probably could do so much more. But I'm trying to really just like work it out.
They always say they recommend. I don't know if this is still a recommendation, but when I was working out, it was like you have like one max day where you go like not too many repetitions, but like.
I think it depends on what you're doing.
Sure.
If you're just trying to get stronger, if you're trying to burn fat, if you're trying to build muscle.
If you're trying to get vanity muscles.
Whatever.
Two years of that.
We're talking about YouTube rabbit holes, dude. I'm so like, I'm like man crushing on Eddie Hall, like strongest man of the world. He's like he's lifted 500 kilos in a deadlift.
Doesn't he lift those balls?
That's part of the strongman competition, the Atlas stones. Like I don't know. There's something about
They're
those
called
dudes.
Atlas stones?
Yeah, and they go.
Very cool.
They get heavier as you go. There's 5 of them. And you got to
Atlas
lift them.
Stone is just a cool name.
It is.
Yeah.
But dude, I'm hooked on all that stuff. And so
didn't he do one recently? I think popped up that like he was doing gymnastics.
Eddie Hall, yeah, he did gymnastics. He's a really good swimmer.
Oh.
Like he's got like records in Britain like for swimming before he was so massive.
Oh, okay.
But he still swims like a torpedo. He beats everybody even still. Like it shows size. Doesn't even matter if you know how to swim.
10,000 hours.
Sure,
you do
more.
that forever.
Dude, those guys are beasts.
Yeah.
So beast, big love the beast. Later.
Shout out Beast.
Yeah, shout out Eddie Hall. All right, I'm gonna show. We got to take this camera down and look at your picture.
Old Dude Skate Co.